I'm going to say it. You're not
Say
an
it.
idiot because you do it, but don't make an amateur rookie move.
There's something special about your love. I think it's one of a kind.
What's up, guys? So we are about to go on a bit of an adventure, something that we could end up regretting. We are going to BJ's, and you're probably like, okay, BJ's, but
Time out. It's BJ's is national, right?
yeah,
Internationally, so if you're in Jamaica, it's similar to like a Price Mart. Because like people know Costco and know like, oh yeah, Costco, and they know Price Mart in Jamaica, but
so yeah, so the bougie people are like,
wholesale.
put it this way, like if you're looking at the wholesale clubs up here, Costco is equivalent to Apple. BJ's is pretty much Android, and then there's Sam's Club that is more like everybody's dirty secret. No one wants to admit that they have Sam's Club until they see something from Sam's Club. But Sam's Club is Walmart's version of the wholesale club.
Yes,
BJ's,
version, like that's
their wholesale club.
Yeah,
so like you see Sam's brand in Walmart, that's what Sam's Club is.
You know why I correct you? Because it's like people are gonna be like, oh, so it's on the level of Walmart, because they're gonna say like it's Target, Costco, like version of Costco, and that's not what you're trying to say. You're trying to say like that.
No, it's Walmart, like the Walden's own Sam's Club.
The Waldens.
Yeah.
Google them. You learn a lot about America.
Learn a lot about rich people. Anyway, so yeah, back to the adventure or misadventure it could be. We're not only going to BJ, we're also going on a holiday Monday. We're going on President's Day, so this could be really good. You know, maybe everybody's at work, or maybe everyone is off. Looks like there's a bunch of cars as we're leaving right now.
Doesn't look like
so
that.
It looks like a lot of the 9 to 5 Monday through Friday crowd is off. What we've learned from moving from South Florida to Central Florida is Floridians take holidays serious, but Central Floridians take 3-day weekends to another level. Like when you are supposed to barbecue, it's going to be serious. It's going to be slammed. No, I think Central Florida take them 3-day weekend very, very, very serious. There might be other parts of the country, you know, I'm not going to act like I'm an expert on the United States. I've even said previously on this blog, like you can't come to Florida, or worse, just South Florida, and feel like you know America, because there's 50 states, you know, and every one of them states has their own little culture, and then Florida has like 4 different cultures going on in it. You have South Florida, you have Key West onto itself, you have really Central Florida, and then like North Florida are 2 different vibes. We'll show you how this works out. We'll just have a couple of things to pick up. It's a beautiful day. This is another thing that we've gotten used to in Central Florida, is the transition out of winter into the endless summers that you have in Florida is really nice weather. Let's be realistic. We have a spring, but it's hot like people's summer. Like we have like 2 days of fall, and then we have winter again. So we're about to find out if going to BJ's is a mistake or not. We're both weirdly excited about this. I know this. Sadly, this is, you know, you're getting older is when you're like not hyped to go to a party, you're getting hyped to go to like a wholesale club, but whatever. We'll have one more other stop, which would be Aldi's, which again is 2 little menial things like some eggs and some baby wipes, and that's about it. Anyway, see you guys inside if we get inside. So wish us luck. Let's see where we're going to transition to. Where do you think we're going to? We're going in the store, or we're going to come tell you some sob story or why it didn't work out. Make your bets, place your bets in the comment section. Let's see what happens. Alright, really quick. One thing we have to say, we're at the Posner Park, BJ's, and this parking is not sufficient. People are definitely going to start going next door, which is Best Buy. They just haven't had a walkway made there, but it's just not enough parking. The only other option I was saying to Lisa is back there, so on the other side of the road, if them dump up there, they could make more parking lot, but then who going to want to cross the street to get into the parking? I guess they don't anticipate always being packed like this, but some people will end up just making this their own lone supermarket shopping experience because they were doing that with Target. There is no supermarket around here, so I don't know if the hype will ever really die down from this BJ's. This might be a moneymaker for them. But you can see the gas is there. They have propane, they have tire services, and they're right off 27. This is a very good location for a wholesaler. But we're about to see what it's like inside. Last time Lisa came for a pickup, Lisa was like, I wanted to come inside, and the lady that came out to give her the online pickup was like, girl, don't come inside. So yeah, let's see how it is.
And question time. When you go to supermarket, or worse, wholesale, are you backing into your parking space? Like, you're buying groceries, so aren't you gonna need like the space to put the things into your, like, the groceries in? So like when I see people back park into shopping spaces, like parking spaces at a shopping mall or whatever, you ain't coming to shop.
I don't know why Lisa being so delicate. I'm going to say it. You're not
Say
an
it.
idiot because you do it, but don't make an amateur rookie move and
That's a
backpack.
rookie
I know
move.
you think it's the coolest thing. You drive out quickly. You're coming somewhere where you're coming with a giant cart. You're going to be buying things in bulk. Even if you buy 3 or 4 things, you need your trunk access right off rip.
Okay, like he said, look how big this cart is. This could hardly fit in between some of these parking spaces. So you're gonna have to go slide it through the parking and
to get
then
to the back of the car.
get to the back of the.
All because you don't want to reverse your car. No.
And
Don't-
a lot
don't
of
make a
Caribbean people
rookie
do that
mistake.
though. A lot of Caribbean people do that.
No, because it's a cool thing to do. But if
Yeah.
you're going shopping, you know,
Don't do it.
yeah, especially at somewhere that sell bulk things. If I buy 4 items, each one is this size. So don't think that just because you're not coming for like a 3 months pile up worth of food. Oh, I can buy. No.
Yeah.
Don't make a rookie mistake.
Don't do it.
Don't backpack.
Trust us, okay? Trust us when we say that.
Alright, to show you how crazy it is out here, they still have to have sheriff presence at the door, and we're literally in a line out in the sun to get it. I'm not quite sure why it's taking this long to check the thing there. I know there'll be a lot of new members and thing, but it should be flowing in. But I'm not sure if it's that they have just reached capacity or if they're just not used to checking the thing at the front. Just remember, we're supposed to be coming for a couple of things, and already we're off to a bad start right now with Lisa is getting drawn over to, I will admit, some cute looking Disney merch, but this is starting off bad as it is. Oh, and it's good pricing too. It's like $10 for the t-shirt. This is not shaping up to be good. Yo, they are going in with the sales pitches. I got to talking to somebody about YouTube, and this is probably already fully looked through the whole store. Look at her. She cussing me already. Look at her. Cuss me out, you know. Eh?
What them send you?
No, he was like a solar panel guy, but he had a YouTube channel before.
Oh, okay.
And like, he might have just been building rapport, but you know, he was saying he's thinking about getting back into it, and
What
we got
it
to
was
talk.
about solar panel installation?
At the end, yeah, he got in about his solar stuff, but I was like, yo, we're
But
renting
no,
right
the channel
now.
was about solar panels?
No, he did gaming and cards,
Oh, okay.
like
Cards?
Yu-Gi-Oh card, the card game,
Oh.
the actual game behind it,
Like Pong. that dates me.
like Pong.
Yeah.
Pogs?
Pogs.
No, but there was no game to that. You just like slammed the.
Slammed on this one.
Yeah, and
But you have
took
to
that.
collect special ones.
Tell you what now?
Yes or no?
Alright guys, so make sure you do this for yourself. Always check the macros on things and see what's gonna work for you. What is this?
The chai tea.
No cholesterol.
you
Sodium is
going?
very minimal.
Where are you going?
Yeah, the sugar is high, but
You hit your head?
it's not the worst thing ever.
Okay, can we sit down now?
Sit down the next way, boo boo.
Sit down.
Have you guys heard about the new services in your membership? Are you guys making a YouTube video?
Yeah.
Yes.
No, you're good. Alright, so they have beer and wine. On the map, they have a liquor store. We're taking care of what we need first. So stop by them name brand. You think when you go store and them wrap up them thing, they give you a name brand? Have you ever tried it? Wait, so Lisa will not try the something because it's too much of an investment, and it could potentially be the exact same and just save the money. How much for this?
I used to use this one.
How much for this?
22.29.
So put back them rich people things when I have money for Reynolds wrap.
I'm rich. I'm boiling eggs.
BJ's has, for example, a larger organic presence usually, but every wholesale club I judge by one thing and one thing only.
Yes. What do you judge them by?
What selection is there going to be the
Their alcohol selection. They're like wine.
Their wine selection.
Because their liquor store you do as well.
Yeah, I go into the liquor store. The wine section tells me just about how serious they are. If I see a bunch of like foo wine them and thing, I know them not really that serious. When you start to go in there and you see some variety.
Somebody that actually cook, I check the meat section.
That's very rude because you're making it sound like I don't cook.
But you're like the liquor. You can survive without liquor.
Yeah, no, but I'm talking about just judging a wholesale club because like it's kind of like my whole thing about like how well I see a woman keep her toes. It tells me about her whole hygiene.
So the liquor and spirits is BJ's or
toes,
wholesale.
Yeah, that's their toes right there. I don't know if there's someone out there offended by that, or maybe you're going to say I'm being sexist. I'm just saying you can usually tell how someone's hygiene, they care for the rest of their body, but how carefully or not so carefully they keep their feet. Tells you a lot about the hygiene in general. And yeah, the wine section is pretty much that for me. I have to say the store is a very good size. They look like every area, nothing has felt too small yet. The TV section was big. The frozen food section seems very big. We haven't gone back to the deli section yet, or I haven't. Lisa went back there already. And we're about to head the wine section. That sounds like Lisa having mixed feelings about it, so let's go see. This is what you need to share with your kids. Make your kids see you shop and try to calculate what is a good price, what is value versus just name brand, all of those things they see from their children.
1074
and shop around.
divided by 36.
What are we doing? The square root of
29 divided by 30.
Carry the one.
This one is marked 40.
I don't even know what I'm buying right now.
Okay, so like for the party the other day we bought a big pack of this, and instead of using the foil, this is what we had. I thought they came with it.
Oh yeah.
So, but it's like you can open it up and close it easier than the foil. So it's just good to have this when you are having a
capitalism at its finest. They will sell you the tin and not sell you the top.
Oh, for sure.
So let's check out the burr. Let's see what kind of burr they got in here. All right, they got America's classics here, the Michelob Ultra, your Bud Light, your Heineken, Modelo. Okay. Some Corona. Corona Premium if you're feeling special. Bush. That's when you know you're in.
I've never seen this at a BJ's. I could be wrong, but I've never seen cold like beer.
Oh yeah, I've never really seen a cold beer section.
So they have
that's really
like,
good that they have
it's
that.
It's just like a small selection, but those are chill.
It's not a very wide selection if I'm gonna be nitpicky, but they have some things in
like
here, including the red stripe Lisa was looking for yesterday. But they have Blue Moon and they do have
a lot of seltzers,
some Samuel Adams. So
the vodka spirit sodas. What do you call them? Spirit sodas.
So we're gonna walk through the wine section now. They have a display case to show you the champagnes they have. This is the end cap, using retail terms. This is where they usually put like their deals or their higher end stuff on the end. And you can find some really, really quality wines sometimes here. But I'm still looking forward to the day that I get one of these. And something about the Hess wine always draw me to it, even though we still haven't gotten it yet. I gotta give it credit. and everything, it feels new. Everything is in place perfectly. Labels are all turned out. Yes, let's see what the selection is like. Any good nurse is going to judge a store by its wine selection, and I am no different. It's a pretty okay price for that. I mean, if you've been in one of these stores before, they're not gonna blow your mind with pricing because you're used to it, but these are pretty good pricing for wine. Like, this is a real good price for this bogle here. This is usually $12.99 elsewhere. Bogle price slowly a creep up, but with considering inflation, that's really good. $8.49. It's pretty good. Bakery section is massive.
Jelly, meats.
So we're going to do a quick run through. Okay. One thing that they did a little bit better over here is they have like a natural section. So they'll have just your regular non-organic meats, and then they have a section that has that. So a little bit more organization, I'll give them that. I will definitely give them that. So see you guys on the other side.
They moved! I was moving first. Don't move until the other person moves. That's a rule. That's like driver code.
Yeah.
That's in the book.
Alright, yo, you ever in the car and somebody beside you move and you can't tell that you're not the one moving? So Lisa just had that and just freaked out and was like, yo, they should not move. So we successfully got out of BJ's, and I have to say, even though getting in seemed like it was going to be crazy, inside the store wasn't that bad. Checkout was not bad at all. We used self-checkout, but we didn't have like a long line. I can definitely see how this place is going to be a zoo for like a hurricane. But it wasn't bad. It wasn't a bad experience. Not that bad. We didn't get the pump.
Pump the gas right now, because I know people can come and be like, why did your man don't come out and do the gas? I don't do it often enough. Obviously you can see that I don't even remember where the tank is. So
I like that my woman just vehemently came to my defense. I like that. But yes, usually I just jump out. It's just because I'm hosting you guys.
But remember, okay, tell them about the lady that I say I follow her on Instagram.
So this lady gets her husband's lunch together, I guess, and that's her whole thing. And people go in their comment section. Yo, why kids do things like that? Anyway, yeah, so people go in our comment section and are like, why are you doing that for him? Why he can't do that for himself? And blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, I don't know. Why do you guys get so passionate about nonsense like that? Like, maybe he is the only one working and she wants to do something for him and show some appreciation. Even if he isn't the only one, maybe she's the only one filming when she's making the lunch for him. Maybe she doesn't film when she makes the lunch for herself or when he makes the lunch for her. I just never understand why people get so worked up over nonsense. And it's usually single people who tell themselves them don't need a man or them don't need a woman, and the people that get into the whole red pill, blue pill nonsense are selling you an ideology that needs you to basically stay unhappy, and it's justifying why you're unhappy instead of actually telling you how to get out of it. A relationship is give and take, and there's always going to be some single person that's like, you do that for your woman? Oh, you do the laundry?
But
yo, you cook for your man? Blah blah.
There's people that are married that will comment and say that, you know, and it's like, that's just doesn't work.
Yeah, but just because you're married don't mean that you happy, and don't mean that you're in a successful relationship just because it's still going, you know. Basically what I'm saying is, listen, stop watch other people. There's a give and take, and I always say know your brand. There is a woman out there that's probably gorgeous or something that does something that I'm like, yeah, I can't cross that bridge. That's too much for me. And there's things that Lisa being a beautiful woman to me that she does that some next man gonna be like, yeah, no, I couldn't deal with a woman that does this or whatever. And that's not a bridge too far for me to cross. Like, some people don't do this, and that's their rule, is they won't do this for their man, and that's not her rule. I don't get it. Some people get upset and why is the man not taking care of that? And Lisa doesn't see it as a big deal. And we're a partnership. There's no job. There are jobs that are predominantly mine and that are predominantly her because she does it more often than I do and I do it more often than her. But there's nothing that is in our partnership that one person does. One person doesn't do all the cooking. The only person that takes out the garbage. Like this obsession with like gender roles and you don't have your woman trained and you don't have your man trained to do this. Bull crap, bro. There's a bunch of rules made up by a bunch of single miserable people trying to justify why they are single and unhappy. And it's because, not because they need to reflect on themselves and them not being a good enough partner for somebody else to be in a partnership. It's because they haven't settled and the rest of the world is settled. Oh, your man only make this amount of money? Oh, your woman refused to cook? Okay, to somebody else out there, that's not important. I personally don't think I could deal with somebody who can't cook. But some other man don't really value that and don't business with that.
Or
you know what I mean?
Cook, or
and
like,
just because
like
she
eat out or,
yeah,
you know?
Maybe just because she don't cook don't mean that she doesn't do other domestic things. I have friends and family who maybe she don't cook but she does a bunch of other things. Get over it. I have one more stop, but I think we're just going to put it off. Anyway, we'll see you guys when we get home. What's up, people? Alright, so we're back home. And this is a couple of hours later, a couple naps later. We did actually just grill. And Lisa grilled up all the meat. I wasn't feeling sick, but I was like, yo, I need a nap. So I went and took a nap. Lisa came downstairs, did some work. I think fell asleep for a little bit. I don't know, I can't confirm that. Kellan overslept on his nap, so we might have him up tonight. But Lisa came upstairs, sniffling and saying she thinks she's getting sick. So let me tell you something. Now, for every woman out there that loves to say how we are the biggest babies when we get sick, let me tell you something. The thing that is the worst, I know, boo-boo, the worst kind of sick person is a sick nurse. Maybe doctors are worse, but I have encountered is a sick nurse because they are the most aggravating patients on the planet, whether it's in the hospital setting or out, because they are educated, they know exactly all of what you're telling them, and they know everything that you're telling them is wrong, and they know worse that they don't need it. So I was telling Lisa I'm going to run to the store and try and get this thing named Sea Boost that we get from Boat House. It is high in sugar, but that juice has the same cherry that we have in Jamaica, and it is one of the highest vitamin C rich fruits in the world. So I'm going to try to get her that, give her some supplements like some zinc and some stuff. But when Lisa is getting sick, she hates it and she's very irritable because she's fighting everything you're doing. A while ago I had to just almost hold her down and rub her down with some eucalyptus oil. That's the active ingredient in Vicks that makes your sinuses dilate and open up. But I have one more night off, so I am not trying to have Lisa sick when I'm returning to her. So I'm trying to negate all of that. That means I'm going to have to clean up down here predominantly by myself. It's not like Lisa's kicking up her feet upstairs. By all means, she's upstairs folding, but her shoulder is hurting her, she's getting sick, and we're going to try to avoid that. So follow us to the store. The boys are headed to the store real quick, and I'll see you guys the next time I turn the camera on, hopefully in the car. I got my little co-pilot in the back there. Uh-oh, we're hitting a trash can. Let me pay attention. See you guys in the store. Alright, so we're here at Publix, where shopping is a pleasure. Let's see if we can be in and out of this store quickly. Now, one of the things I have to give credit to is Kellan is really good about being in the store. Granted, a lot of people are going to say, you know, it's cheating from when we were kids if you could just give them an iPad. But trust me, sometimes you just need a break, bro. Alright, let's get this Boat House. Here we go. These things are dumb expensive now. They are $4 each. They are not a good price. If you can find somewhere else that sells them, Walmart, whoever, that sells them for a better price, do so. That's not a knock on Publix, but this is what I'm telling you about here. So this has basically pear, mango, my favorite. And cherry. Oh, I'm being sarcastic, guys. I hate mango. I just tolerate it when it's in things. The macros on this. So it has 1 gram of protein. Who cares? The sugar is insane in here. Like I was telling you, it's 43 grams of sugar well, this counts the entire thing as 15 ounce as the serving, and it just not as the serving but in the container. The vitamin C though, this is why it tolerates all of this, is 1120%. So this is why it is, and it is delicious, I have to say that. There are alternatives to this. Coconut water that I drink, that Lisa says is fake coconut water, which is the Vita Coco. That one has vitamin C. It has about 40% of vitamin C for the day. But in a situation that Lisa is in, you kind of want to overload on it. There's also Suja. This one is going to be more the health nuts choice. Again, it still has, you know, like this has 21 grams of sugar, but this has 230% of vitamin C in it. So this is good, more to kind of keep yourself intact. But the C boost is what we draw for when the vitamin C is off. The only other thing you can get that's going to have that kind of vitamin C intake is if you just get like a flat out vitamin C supplement or something or another like that. But these are expensive. I mean, this is a sales price here, 2 for $6. Not the best thing ever. But again, yeah, the Suja one is a little nicer. In comparison, whenever you see these little immuno boost things, these are $3.19. So basically these are 19 cents more than this right now on sale, of course. That's not regular. Yeah, anyway, I'm gonna grab the C Boost. That's what I came here for. As much as it bunned me to spend $8 on 2 of these things. It's when the family is in need, when we're getting sick, we need to fight off getting a cold. You just spend a couple extra dollars. Kind of treat it like medicine without it being medicine. So yeah, I'm going to pick up 2 of that, and you know, I'll go grab 2 of them here while it's 2 for $6. Usually will not find a C Boost in the full size. I have seen it. It's usually seasonal. I don't drink it all the time because obviously I can't afford it, but also I can't afford it. It's not price, I can't afford it, yeah. And it is just too much sugar to be drinking on a daily basis. I'm gonna call Lisa and ask her if she's sure if there's anything else. I also like to browse the meat section here and see, make sure so there isn't anything worth grabbing. There isn't really anything worth grabbing. I'm not really in all that much of a need. Ooh, them steak here look crazy though. Look on them here. Prices are ridiculous, but this is the green wise. Yeah, so let's call Lisa and see what's up. She's gonna tell me no and come back home. So we buy pasture raised eggs. If you've watched any of my content before, you're tired of hearing me say this, but look how ridiculous this thing has gotten in price. $8.56 for a dozen. The organic pasture raised eggs are only 30 cents more. Why are you bothering to buy that if you're already going to be pushed that high? And I mean, if you're down here buying these eggs for $7, just add another $1 and buy the pasture raised stuff. It's worth the difference in jump. None of them should be that outrageously priced, but it's crazy when you think what they're out here charging us, man. Anyway, fun fact, if you were not in the know like Lisa is, that if you come to Publix with a kid, you can come here and get a cookie for the kids. And it's just a nice little touch that Publix has going. So stop by the bakery section and get your free cookie for your kid, alright? That's what I'm about to do. And as always, I'm gonna give you one quick once over of the baked goods. Contrary to Lisa's whole Publix doesn't make all that of a cake, Publix has a really good bakery section. This is where we got Kellan's cake made. Of course, all the decorations that you'll see on the cake, Lisa did. Shout out, she did an amazing job. She made it train themed. She used our nephew's 3D printing train that they had made for Kellan and made a decoration out of it. That was a nice little touch. Yeah, exceptional job. You boys are just gonna hope that you can grow up to have a wife as nice as mine. Anyway, things are a little scanty, but it's after a big holiday. Let's take a look. some mini red velvet. By the way, did you know that there are people out there that did not know that red velvet is chocolate? So if that's news to you, red velvet is chocolate. This sounds amazing, doesn't it? And then a brownie crunch. Those crunches, we got those on the cupcake cake that we had made, and they're actually really good. They impress Lisa. She might slowly have to start admitting that Publix makes good cake. We'll see. We'll get there sooner or later. Anyway, let's get the hell out of the store. Truly don't know how much it bought me to hear it's at $3.99. Have a good one. And just like that, we're in and we're out of Publix. See you guys at home. Alright, we're back home. We got the boathouse juice. Now to force it on Lisa is going to be another task on itself, but get her to drink some of that, get some zinc, get her some food, clean up in here. So yeah, let's start the cleanup and the wind down. I'm gonna start off by feeding Kellan. Time to get Lisa's plate together. So first, let's get the supplements going. Well, iron. Not going to boost the immune system per se, but she can use some iron. This now, couple your vitamin C with zinc. It allows the body to absorb more or take in more of the vitamin C and not just flush right back out of your urine. Prenatal, besides the fact that this smells funny as hell, we don't quite need this right now. I'll let you know if we do, but look out for this. Maybe calcium, most important for you nurses out there. When somebody in the house getting sick, the best thing that you can do, or the first thing you should do, is treat it like how they tell you on the airplane to fix your seatbelt first. Make sure you take care of yourself, because while trying to care for someone else, you will get sick too. I'm losing steam here. Till next time the camera turns on, we're off.
You will always be my inspiration.